It's okay to be a little late because it's 6:08, and let me tell you, this is a little secret to being the center of attention. Is that it's not always good to be on time if you're the center of attention. It's really not. Because look, just like right now, okay, it's gonna take a few minutes before people start piling in because everybody has the same idea. They're like, why would I want to show up on time? Why show up on time and give it a few minutes, let the thing get going, and then I'll show up and see what's going on, right? Isn't that what everybody does? I do that. I do the same thing with live videos. I don't ever show up on time to a live video. When you're the center of attention, you know, like if you're the center of attention, you're supposed to show up and get people in the live, right? Wait a minute. Is that what he's supposed to do? I don't know. Maybe I got it backwards. Chucker Hershey said, Dread, what's up, buddy? Hey, I've been meaning to ask you how your retirement's going. Yeah. Hey, and here's another thing. No, not drinking tonight. No, you know why? Okay, drinking these things. I don't think they have alcohol in them. I don't know. I've drank like 50 of them. Nothing's happened yet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing. So how's your retirement going, Chucker Hershey? Oh man. Shout out to Grimes. I saw the Coachella thing. Everybody has a bad day, dear. Oh man. Everybody has a bad day. Gosh. But she redeemed herself, if you ask me. Okay, so Hershey said, great, 3 days a week, part time, 8 to 4. Ooh, that's great. That's really good, man. I'm glad you found that. Is that Gilligan? Gilligan's in the house. Hey, Gilligan. I was talking about you in that video I uploaded earlier. Hey, guys, I got to talk about that too because, oh man, a lot has changed. Guys, I took a little break from YouTube and some stuff has changed. I guarantee you that. Look at the name of this channel. It ain't what it used to be. The name has changed. You notice that? Believe you me, that had YouTube written all over it. Yeah. Hey Tony. Tony. I'm sorry. I mean Gilligan. So where are you at now, Gilligan? Are you out on the road or are you overseas? I think this is like a bad time of the year to be over there, right? I think so. If I don't, look, if I remember right. Anyway, so yeah, I intend for this live to stay up. Just letting everybody know. Okay, he said sitting at a truck stop in Idaho. Now this is Gilligan, right? Because Gilligan, I know something happened to your channel or something, and you're used to having to use unknown user. Is that Gilligan? I want to make sure that's him. Sat for 2 days, drive yesterday, sitting 24 hours again. Yeah, that's trucking, man. Yeah, it's Gilligan. It is Gilligan. Hey, here's what I want to say about that too. Man, guys and gals. Oh, lost your phone. That sucks. That really sucks. It does, man. But anyway, so listen, guys and gals. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but everybody knows it already. There is no loyalty out there in that industry. None. There is no loyalty in the trucking industry. Hey, and let me tell you where there's another space I've noticed on YouTube that is just like the trucking industry. Well, in the sense that they have no loyalty to one another, is in that make money online thing. The digital. Oh, that make money online, become a digital nomad. That's what they're teaching people. They've been doing this for years. They've been talking that stuff up for a long time. The problem is, guess what? It's took a nosedive now because after all these years, here it is a beautiful summer that we're having. And how many people are digital nomads traveling the world right now? None. Not well. I mean, I'm sure there are some, but not that many. Not compared to how many signed up for those courses and paid all that money and got nowhere. Okay, so I don't mean to knock it. There's going to be some people that are going to be able to pull that off, and more power to them. And I don't want to ruin anybody's dream. But on the flip side, how many people went to get their CDO license and actually got it, and are out there driving trucks over the road, making 7,500 grand a year, and can easily take off half a year and go travel the world if they want. That number is a lot larger. I guarantee you, because yeah, we could all do that. Any of us could. Gilligan said, I think because of the pandemic, things became flooded with working remotely. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people were out of a job. And then I think you're right. I think a lot of people got into making money online. And I think it just kind of started running its course with all the people paying all that money, not getting anywhere. Gee, man, said, where's the cat hat? Is that Maple? Hey, man, I got the cat hat in here. I got it somewhere. I found it earlier. I wore it at first when I filmed that video. I wasn't wearing it in that video earlier, was I? I think I took it off, yeah. 'Cause I think I took it off. And anyway, I was like, boy, it brought back memories, man. Oh, man, I miss you guys, though. Yeah, that cat hat. Hey, so anyway, I was gonna say, don't ever let people tell you that YouTube doesn't love. Oh my God, the microphone came undone. Uh-oh, let me plug the microphone back in. Is this even making a difference? You guys hear me right now, right? You guys hear me right now? Well, this is an expensive microphone. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Let's watch that freaking thing right now. Is this sounding better to you? Make sure it's plugged in right. Is this sounding better to you right now? This is, well, I say it's expensive. It's not. Okay, it's like I could have bought something more expensive, of course, uh, but I mean, I bought micro. This was more expensive than any microphone I've ever bought. Okay, and I bought mics that were like $5 that were real good for a while. It's the same. No difference? No kidding? Shit, what am I holding this for then? What the hell? That's what I'm saying. That's why I say, if you're gonna make videos and stuff, don't spend a bunch of money. Because every time I've spent a bunch of money, all it did was ruin everything. It just, all it did was waste a bunch of money. There is no, guys, I've spent thousands of dollars on cameras and stuff, and I'm telling you, there is no better camera than what you're gonna get on your smartphone because it's so easy to use anyway. Okay, thanks a lot. Crazy Indiana Trucker. So what's up, Jed? He said the same. Yeah, Trucker Hershey said no difference. Uh, oh, I wanted to get into this. Gilligan said they used to work me like a dog. Now I feel like I'm truck camping more than driving. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get into that. Logic Neo said new here, old on YouTube streets. Logic Neo, you're not new here. He was one of my first subscribers, along with Hershey and all them others. Gilligan was too. Uh, yeah, Indiana said I use phone or GoPro. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Trust me, trust me. Those expensive cameras, man, you wouldn't believe it. I have bought Sony. I've bought so much bullcrap. They're all junk. They're all junk, man. They're horrible. I mean, compared to your phone, they're a nightmare to have to deal with. I wouldn't deal with them. Most of your successful people on these platforms are using their phone. You know. Logic Neo said, I missed the videos where you're with women. Yeah. Twister's Music said, Dread. Logic Neo said, partying. Okay, so I wanted to say, one thing I wanted to say was that YouTube, when I went, see, I've been off, I took a hiatus for a while, but listen, when I went to upload that video, it was like I don't know how anybody saw that live video the other night because like all my content was delisted. Everything's delisted. Okay, so when I went in, they had been holding that name. It suggested that I change my name back. Okay, they've been, you know how many people had tried to use that name Dread Pirate Trucker, and I guess YouTube didn't let them do it. Okay, and so they made me change it back. So now that I've changed the channel name back, my stuff is starting to be indexed again because I searched it earlier, and now all of a sudden I can find my videos and stuff. Crazy, nuts. YouTube wants what YouTube wants. You know why YouTube wants that? Because they know that I'm the guy that can save the freaking world. I'm just kidding. Oh, maybe, but maybe they're hoping so. Logic Neil said partying. Yeah, I'm not partying tonight. I'm not drinking, man. I'm not drinking. You know, just having these things. I really don't think they have any alcohol in them. I've drank like 50 of them, and I can't even tell that I have. Yeah, to some people that may be considered drinking. YouTube's like, here we go with this guy again. Okay, so about Gilligan's, it's been a while. Gilligan said I'm sitting 24 plus hours, 35 minutes from the delivery. Load is my next load 287 miles back to one of the terminals. I'm thinking maybe hopping because they give me a load, haul, drop, and hook to. Okay, get back from my home time. Okay, well here's the thing, man. Here's the thing though. I don't want to reveal your company, but we're gonna talk about that stuff in a second too. Okay, but you drove for this company before. They know you're a passport trucker. You're only gonna drive for them for so many months, and then you're gonna haul butt to another country and live it up. They know that's what you're gonna do. So here's the thing. Here's a problem that I ran into with those trucking companies. Okay, they will tell you, oh, you can make all this money working here, right? Well, once you get your experience built up, yeah, you can. If you really want to, you can run 4,000 miles a week if you want. The problem is, when you start doing that, the dispatchers know how much you make per mile. And they start seeing how much you're making, and it pisses them off. The people that work in that office are going to get mad because you're making more than them, and then they start screwing with you. That's why you'll notice that some weeks you'll have really high paycheck, then the next week they try to give you a bunch of crappy loads. They're mad because you're making a lot more money than them. It has to be what it is. I've had them say some more alecky stuff to me before, you know, about, I don't know if I like you making more money than me. I say, go get your CDL then and drive the truck instead of sitting down there butt all day, you know? Not saying they don't work, they do, but come on, man. It's gotta be something like that because I've had it happen so many times, you know? So they don't have any loyalty to us, they never have. So that's why I say I like what you guys are doing. Somebody texted me earlier and said you just threw a middle. What'd they say? That's a middle finger to the in. That's a middle finger to the industry and to America. No, I don't really see it that way. Well, maybe it is. It's a big middle finger to the industry and to America. I don't know. Anyway, all right, so maybe it is, but you know what? It's not that they don't deserve it because I'm going to tell you this right now. Rule number one about trucking is there's no such thing. There is no rule number one. No such thing as a good trucking company. Okay, and you know rule number two: never trust a trucking company. Okay, but that's my take on it. That's what I've learned over the years. So I just do whatever I want because why not? You know. I mean, if I can drive half the freaking year and make that kind of money, why the hell do I want to be out there in the ice and snow? I understand some of those guys are out there trying to find their daddy or something, but they think the dispatcher might be their daddy. I don't know, trying to play big shot and get their attention. I don't know. I'm not trying to do stuff like that. I'm not out there gung ho driving on ice and snow hoping they like me more for it. Nope. I don't give a shit. I'm not risking my life for a trucking company, so I don't drive in the ice and snow. So guess what? Guess what? What does that mean? The month of December off the calendar. No, not December. January is off the calendar completely. But I have found that like the first couple of weeks of December, I normally can work those weeks. Okay, because I took the month of December off before and then realized it was a mistake because the weather wasn't really that bad. Weather got bad like the third week or something like that. So I normally will work the first couple of weeks of December. Rest of December I'm off. January I'm off. And guess what, guys? What did I used to say about the summers? I used to say the summertime was the time to run. It's the time to make money, right? It used to be, but like the past 3 summers, I got burnt. I got ripped off, either ripped off by the company I was driving for, or just crappy loads or something, bad equipment. Or I said, I'm never ever sacrificing my freaking summer for these people again. Never. If I was at a company that I knew was going to do me right, and that I knew that I could run the whole summer with, fine, I would do it. But no, I don't trust them, man. I don't freaking trust the trucking company. Uh, Gilligan said he saw my paycheck. Yeah, yeah. Indiana said he has a good trucking company. Good for you, buddy. JLT Transportation, which is his company. I treat drivers the way I want to be treated. Well, that's great. That's great. I'm glad to hear that, Indiana. And drivers on here are always looking for a decent place to go and drive. But I want to forewarn you. Just forewarn you. Most of the people who watch this channel are fed the hell up with trucking companies, man. But a lot of us don't work the whole year. I don't work the whole year anymore. I will not give a trucking company the whole year. No, because I got other stuff I want to do. Okay, and I just know how they. I've never. I'm okay. Not gonna say I've never had a trucking company treat me right. I'm just saying I've never. How many of them have I worked for? Okay, they've so far been the absolute worst companies I've worked for in my life. Of all the companies I've worked for, I'm talking about manufacturing, warehousing, sales. I think I did. Yeah, I did some sales early on. Obviously, wasn't very good at it, but because I ended up in trucking. But okay, so but the trucking companies are just a basket case. Gilligan said mid-December to March, bad weather. Yeah, yeah. So the people who take off that time of year, I don't blame them for it. Actually, I'm starting to wonder if I should even be driving in February, man. I'm telling you, because February got pretty bad, didn't it? Indiana said, come on, Jared, let's go to the old days, drinking, hanging out, cooking out the truck stop, and paper logs. I know, man. That was a lot of fun. I remember when somebody reported me one time for being a JB Hunt driver parked on the back row. They did. They were getting that. They were calling in to get that $500 bird dog fee, or they would, or watchdog fee. Is that what it was called? Like if you called in on a JB Hunt driver and you called in and told on them for parking on the back row, you got $500. Yeah, they did. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Lemto said, do you think it's better to be a company driver or lease operator? It depends on what you're trying to do. If you can handle the ups and downs of that freaking owner operator thing, then and you're trying to get your own truck, maybe the lease operator thing is alright, but I'm telling you, I don't want to be tied to that damn truck, man, because I can't take off when I want. If I'm leasing a truck or buying a truck, I'm having to make those payments when I take off. Okay, like say if I want to go to Albania or freaking the Philippines or Vietnam for a month, I can't freaking do that from an owner operator because it costs thousands of dollars. You have to pay out that payment, that truck payment, the insurance, and all that stuff, trailer rental. I guess you could let the trailer go back, but then the deposit. Come on, really? You're gonna pay a deposit again? All right. So the only place where I've seen that is practical to do, this is why I say it's to each their own. It depends on what you're doing. The only part of trucking where I've seen that it's practical to do that is if you're specialized. And the reason I say that is I've known 2 guys that got into hopper bottoms. Now I did not say in dumps, did I? I didn't say side dumps. I didn't say end dumps. I didn't say side dumps. I didn't say pneumatic tanker. I did not say tanker. I did not say dump truck. I did not say hazmat. What did I say? Hopper bottoms. Because they hold grain, okay? They hold grain. Okay, so these guys got into hopper bottoms. Okay, one guy swore up and down to me he found a niche, and I guess he did, running from California to the Midwest, back to California, 4,000 miles a week, round turn, getting $8 a mile. That's $32,000 a freaking week. Okay, but when he first got into it, he had to buy a truck. He bought a truck from that place down in Gulfport, Mississippi. He bought a Volvo, a white Volvo. What the hell's the name of that dealership? It's not Accelerate Leasing. It's another one. American something. I don't know, but it's in Gulfport, Mississippi. And so he did that, and he rented a trailer. Okay, so I don't know what the trailer cost him. I know they're expensive to rent, at least $1,000 a week or something like that. Something like that, like $1,000. Okay, but the truck payment, but he paid the truck off. I think he said the first or second month. But here's the thing. Okay, 3 months, and I know another guy did this same thing doing the hopper bottoms. They only run like 3 months out of the freaking year. Okay, because they make so much money. Think about it, $32,000 a week. I mean, but I watched his ad rate because he showed me his ad rate. His ad rate was going down, and okay, now you can look it up online on the department. I think the Department of Agriculture's website, how much they're paying those people, those hopper bottoms. And I was watching it go down week to week, and I was thinking, I don't think he's gonna make that much for very long. And sure enough, like 3 months later, it went down to like $4 a mile, which is still great, I guess. But they only work like 3 months out of the year. Okay, so if you're somebody like that leasing your trailer, or you're making so much money, you're gonna pay that damn truck off. Okay, then what the hell, dude? What does it matter? Just do what you need to do. But for most people running over the road that are going to run general freight and get paid $1.50 to $2 a month, to me it don't seem like it's worth it. Yeah, God. Chuck Hershey said, "Really, J.N. Hunt? Hint, never heard of that." Yeah. See, yeah, they do, man. They tattletale on each other. You can't drop for J.B. Hunt for all the tattletale and stuff. Robert Ron, what's up, brother? In Louisiana, delivery down in L.A., delivery in San Diego. Man, kind of wish I was there, dude. Kind of miss it over there, man. Oh, man, I need to stay away from there probably. I always get caught up in something. Uh, yeah. Oh, Gilligan said, "Get older truck doesn't require ELD. Can use paper loads." Yeah, if you're doing something like hopper bottom, guys, it don't freaking matter. Just give whatever, cause you make so freaking much money. But the thing is, you don't want that truck sitting at a shop for too long, cause you're just losing money. If it's in the busy season, busy part of the year, which is harvest season, that's when you make all your money. Then you don't want the truck broke down where you can't haul, where you can't haul your loads. It might be better just rent a truck, rent one from Ryder or Penske or something. I don't know. Indiana said, Linto Montar, drive company first, learn the industry before moving that lease way, and make sure read contract thoroughly as well. Man, I know that's right. Yeah, because those lease contracts, they will rip you off so freaking bad. They'll send you right to the bankruptcy court. Smooth operator, so what's up, Mr. Jet? What's up, Smooth? Gilligan said, "What is there? Lou Flores just popped up in here. I think he was my first subscriber, actually." We were talking about that a little bit earlier. Lou Flores. Gilligan said, "I only been back driving for about a month. First check was $1,000. Second check $1,440. After taxes, I think should be making more." Yeah, well, maybe, but hey, I haven't really been keeping up with the freight out there lately either. Maybe it's a slow summer. I don't know. Then again, back in the day, it used to be you had to hop around to find the freight because not every company had the freight. You go to one company, they'd run your butt off because they had the freight. Go to another company, they sit you because they couldn't get loads. And it's just sometimes it's a company thing. I don't know, but if that company's letting you work and then take off half the year and stuff, I don't know. But you got to be able to make a living too, though. Yeah, Gilligan said it's been super easy. Feels like I'm working part time. Yeah, I've had something like that. I've had something like that. And you're like, how am I supposed to make a living doing that, right? Yeah. Hey Lou, guess what? The Dread Pirate is back. I guess so, man. YouTube made me change the channel name back, or they're just gonna delist all my stuff. Okay. They want the Dread Pirate back with all my craziness and all that nonsense. They want me back. All right. Well, I guess I'll be back then. We'll just have to make it work, won't we? Lou said, "Ha ha." He remembers what it used to be like. I used to be, what they call it, Hell on Wheels, and also what did they call the channel? Uh, Back in the day, the place to be or something like that. Yeah, Lou said, "Where's the twins?" Oh, Lou. Okay, listen. The dark haired girl. Okay, I was okay. So I got her to help me with my first short video because I didn't know anything about shorts. I'd never made a short video before. I was like, this stuff's got to be fast paced. It's got to be funny. Okay, so we came up with this idea. What do analog truckers versus digital truckers. It's something. She's really smart, man. So she helped me make this stuff up. Anyway, so um, we did this video, and then, damn, she's really good at those short videos. And so she asked me where I was gonna post it. I said, I think I'm gonna try to post it on TikTok because I had never messed with TikTok before. And then she went, TikTok. I never even thought about doing TikTok. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, the little skits you used to do for me. You could post those on TikTok. Well, guess what? She did, and she blew up. She's a big time TikToker now, man. She's huge. That's the darker girl, Melissa. Yeah, I believe it. Melissa and Alyssa. But Melissa, the darker girl, is a big time freaking TikToker now. Yeah, and I hit her up every now and then. We kind of laugh about stuff. But God, I couldn't believe it. It happened so fast. Gilligan said, "Oh, here's some good info. AT&T offers a tablet plan, not advertised. You have to ask for it. $25 a month. Unlimited streaming. Monster. What? Never slows down. Great for watching videos and movies. They might try to say they don't have it, but they do. Just hang up and call again. Keep asking. What? AT&T offers a tablet plan that's not advertised. It's $25 a month, unlimited streaming of monsters. What? Streaming of what? Okay, unlimited streaming. Never slows down. Okay, great for everything. They do have it. You just have to ask for it. Okay, that would be kind of cool. That would definitely be good for some people. Okay, well there went our commercial. AT&T mobile tablet plan, like phone plan, but only for tablets. They need to have that for sure. They need to have that. Tablets need to have their own cell phone plan for sure. Yeah. Because I want to see us as a society move away from computers, move away from personal computers, and do simply cell phones and tablets. Because it's too much trouble for me to open a computer, set it up, and but how much time that waste, I don't even want to do it anymore. If my smartphone won't do it, it's not gonna get done. But tablets can be used as a PC. You know, if done right, make the tablet come with a keyboard of some kind. You know, uh, why can't we just replace the PC with a freaking tablet, right? Yeah, yeah. Can't make calls, just internet data. Said Gilligan. Works great. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it needs to be able to do everything. Yeah, we need tablets that can do everything. I know we have augmented reality coming, but in the beginning stages, I think it's a little ways off. Yeah, I'm not sure everybody's gonna be comfortable with wearing goggles. Nah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be afraid somebody sneak up on me or something, whack me. What's that the Russian used to say they were gonna do? Whack me off. Okay, Gilligan said, get Motorola phone. Mine has ready for TV, stream on TV, USB keyboard, like a laptop. Your phone has that? What? It has a desktop like Windows PC? Holy crap, that is insanity, man. No, that's neat. I like that. Luke Flores said, wear goggles while driving. Yeah. See, that's another problem. Yeah, I think that's another problem they're going to get into with those augmented reality goggles. People wearing them while they're driving. Not a good idea. Gilligan said, can work like a computer. Okay, so he's got a phone. Gilligan has a Motorola phone that works just like a computer. It has a keyboard, everything. He said it does everything that a computer does. I'd never heard of that. That's really good. I like that. I like that. That's actually advancing in a way that it eliminates something from our lives. Because the purpose in technology, advancing technology, well, one of the purposes is to eliminate bulk and clutter, to eliminate junk, okay? Eliminate waste, okay? So we need to eliminate this big old square piece of waste that people are hauling around calling a freaking, what do they call it, a notebook or laptop. No, that laptops need to go away. They need to go away. Yeah, that's, I don't see the point of them anymore. Yeah. Anyway, so there were some things I was gonna talk about. Okay, so oh yeah, so I had to change the channel name back to Dread Power Trucker. I hope everybody's happy with that. And actually, I think it should have been done long ago. Okay, so they made it real plain to me. We're gonna delist all of your stuff unless you change your channel name back. So I had to do it. I had to change it back. They're not playing around. They're like, no, this is not the time for that kind of stuff, you know. All right, this is the time to be kicking A and taking names, okay? And actually, I'm not gonna have to take the names. We're gonna let them take the names. The man buns at Google. We'll let you guys take the names because I'm not good at that stuff. Anyway, so okay, so Gilligan's got a real good deal on cell phones here with AT&T. This is gonna sound like an AT&T commercial if we keep going on like this. People are gonna get mad. Lou said OTR time. Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe I could demonstrate. I go out here on the road for a month, make so much money, I can take 2 months off somewhere. You can. That's the whole thing. That's why. Okay, when I was talking about the digital nomad versus the passport trucker, with the digital nomad, you have to create an online business that sustains you while you're out there traveling. And the problem with it is this: they're not dependable. Okay, like if you did a YouTube channel, your views are going to fluctuate from 1 month to the next. You can't depend on it for how much you're going to make. You never know how much you're going to make. If you're selling stuff online or doing affiliate marketing, all that stuff is the same way. The thing with affiliate marketing is it just dries up all of a sudden. It just stops, okay? Because your ads or your links just all get crushed. It's over with, you know? You have to start all over. Okay, well, here's the thing. Here's the way I see it. Maybe I'm wrong for this, but maybe I just got a really simple way of looking at it. Do you want to pay somebody thousands of dollars to teach you how to make money online, and then you spend 6 months or a year trying to make it work, and maybe it works a little bit, maybe it don't work at all. Okay, maybe it works really big and you make a bunch of money. If it does, I'm happy for you. But what if it don't? Okay, but guess what? You can go and call one of these mega carriers like Swift Transportation, Warner Enterprises. There's a bunch of them. They'll send you to CDL school. School is 3 or 4 weeks. Then you go out with a trainer for another 4 weeks. Then you're by yourself in the truck. Then you drive for 6 months. Tell them I'm gonna take a month off. I gotta have a vacation. They will do it. Now I don't know if they'll do. Well, a lot of the mega carriers do. But there's so many trucking companies out there that are letting people take off like that because they don't have any choice. They need drivers so bad right now that you have to say so. You know, they want to act like they have to say so. No, they don't, because they need drivers so freaking bad. You know, they're letting people do whatever right now. You know, that's part of the problem out there too. But I mean, hey, you know what? Take advantage of it because there's no loyalty from them to you because they sure as heck don't care about the drivers. Okay, they're just trying to make money. Okay, so I don't have any loyalty to them. You know, I don't. You know, if I found a good company that let me take off and all that and treated me right, I would stay with them, I guess. But I've got one now. I'm not leaving it. I take off in the summer and I take off in the winter. They don't care. They don't care. That's all right, Gilligan. Gilligan said I might switch to only taking 2 months off so I can save money and maybe then I won't have to resign, keep my 401k going. See, that's an issue. That's an issue too. Okay, so Gilligan's having this issue where if he takes off too long, he has to resign from the company, and then when he comes back, he has to start again, and he either has to restart his 401k or roll it over. Okay, but if he takes off 2 months at a time, he doesn't have to do that. Now Swift used to be like that. They used to say if you take off a month, okay, you're okay, but I think maybe it was 2 months you were okay. That's kind of pushing it. But then past 2 months, if you take off 3, then they would say you got to rehire, whatever. But there's so many trucking companies, man. I've worked for some of them that would let you leave and come back all you wanted, you know. Yeah, Luke Flores said that's the truth. Gilligan said, yep, it's making a problem for him. Yeah, now, see, that's what I was going to say now. I know this girl named, I don't want to say her name, but she's going to Mexico. And now I can tell you who she drives for. It's a mega carrier. It's a local, well, local to everybody, I guess. But she drives for Pam, okay? She drives for Pam, and Pam is letting her you know, go to freaking Mexico for like a month at a time and stuff. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. But anyway, so I know they're doing that. Okay, but I've drove for some. I've drove for some that had people that worked in this country half the year, and the other half the year they went to Europe and stuff like that. And I used to think these were immigrants. I used to think they're coming over here driving on a visa as an immigrant. No, no. A lot of them were Americans that were driving, you know, like half the year here and going to another country because it's a whole lot cheaper to live over there. I mean, shoot, they're living it up, man. God, they're living it up over there on very little money, and they're still able to save money and still able to have a retirement and keep a job and have health insurance and all that, you know? So that's really great, man. I'm glad that people are doing this. I'm glad that they figured out this freaking loophole around the freaking trucking industry and its continuous driving bullcrap. That don't work, man. what they want you to do is get in that truck and drive continuously for the rest of your freaking life. And they know you're not going to do that. What they really what they really know you're going to do is you're going to quit at some point, and they're going to replace you. So you got to have a break. Okay, well, what if your break was pre-planned by you? Okay, and you say, hey, I'm only going to do this 3 or 4 months. You know, I'm taking a month off. I'm going to go to Europe. I'm going to go to Asia. You know, Latin America or something, and then you come back, they either hire you back or they freaking don't. They don't. There's tons of driving jobs out there, man. You go on Indeed.com, you'll have a driving job today. If you got a CDL license, it don't matter. You got a driving job today. Guarantee you, man. Hey, Gilligan said I talked to a guy that lives in Mexico, drives truck here in the USA. Yeah, I talked to a guy that he's a United States citizen, he's American, but he's got a gig with one of those companies up in California where he drives, and I think he said 3 weeks. He don't even drive that long. He drives like 3 weeks, and then he parks his truck down there in Southern California somewhere, because he told me, and he goes across to Tijuana where he lives, and he rents a house over there that's $800 a month, and it's huge. It's freaking huge. He's got girls, man. He got so many girls over there. He's got a bunch of, he's got girls living at his house, of course, and partying all the time. But for $800 a month, he's got a hell of a house over there, and that's why he goes home too, because he don't want to pay 800. Like he said, he doesn't want to pay $800 a month for a freaking big old house like that and never get to see it. So he makes them get him home. But that's amazing, man. That's a totally different lifestyle from what most truck drivers think. Okay, most over-the-road truck drivers think you get behind the wheel of that truck and just drive until you quit. And then you lay off for a couple of weeks, maybe a month. Then you go find another job because they won't ever give you enough time off. And it's true that the fatigue catches up with you. Okay, but this is a different thing that I'm seeing here, and I'm glad that people are figuring this out. Greg Burgess, so what is up, man? I haven't heard from you in a long time. What's up, Greg? Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, we have the world famous Greg Burgess on the channel tonight. Man, I haven't heard from you in so long. Hey, guess what? I ran into our buddy Ronaldo. Rolando, the Cuban guy. Remember him? Yeah, he taught you too, didn't he? Greg? I ran into him in Tennessee, and we were at a truck stop, and he was like back in the corner. You won't believe what he was doing, man. And I know I got him on this, because remember Ronaldo, he was in tip-top shape, athlete, athletic, right? He wouldn't eat any bad food. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a long time either, man. Hey, remember how Ronaldo used to be? He wouldn't eat any bad food. He's athletic. He's tip-top athlete. Yeah. He said, you saved my ass. He means saved my ass. Nah, I did what I could for you, man. That's all. I did what was right. Hey, check this out. I saw him over there at where you make the nachos and the chili, right? And he was taking a hot dog and he was squirting chili all over it, then squirted a bunch of cheese all over it, and then he went over there and put a bunch of jalapenos, and I watched him do this stuff, and I was watching him like that don't seem like the guy I know, the big old freaking athlete, and then he looks up and goes, I know you. And I'm like, yes, you do. I said, I had to take a picture of this and send it to your wife. And he goes, no. And he hit me on the shoulder and he's like, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in so long. I was like, yeah, I haven't seen. That's the first time I've seen him in a long time, man. A long time. He's such a great guy, though. He taught both of us, man. I know. It was hilarious, man. I wish you could have seen that. It was hilarious because he used to wouldn't eat any bad food. It had to be real healthy food, you know. Oh gosh. Oh man, I got him doing that, and now I was like, I can't believe I just saw him do what I taught him that one day. Oh shit, poor guy. Oh, he's gonna get fat. Oh man, man, great to see that you're still around and everything too. Yeah. Oh man, I miss that guy too. Oh, Gilligan, so what about X-Buddy? Yeah, I think she got mad or something. She commented on that live video, but I saw the comment, and there was three people that commented, and I said I'll come back to it. I got to respond to them though, and I came back, and there, those two are there, and she's not. You know, I guess she got mad at me. You know, I guess she got mad at me. I'm like, come on, give me a chance to, come back and talk to you. You know, it's like that's messed up. I come back around to talk to her, and she's gone. You know, I guess she got mad at me. I don't know. She's probably watching right now and going, he didn't talk to me. You have to give me a chance to. Oh God. Oh yeah, he said he's still trucking. Oh well, Greg. Hey, Greg, you went to the Philippines, didn't you? Yeah, he did. Yeah, Greg, you went to the Philippines. That's what we're talking about on here. Is that a lot of these drivers are getting to where they're not driving the whole year anymore. They're getting their passports. They're driving like half the year and going to another country the rest of the year. I don't blame them. I'm doing the same thing. Well, I got my passport, but I didn't really think about it. And then I talked to Gilligan, and there was a couple other people I talked to recently that were like, "Why are you taking the summer off and you're not going anywhere?" I'm like, I don't know. Like, you got your passport, right? Yeah. Why are you not going anywhere? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't think about it. Maybe I should. Yeah, I should. My company knows I don't drive during the summer or the winter, like the extreme winter months. Like January, I don't drive during January. They know that, you know. I gotta pee, man. Let me take a leak. I'll be right back. Oh God, I gotta pee. If anybody shows up in here, tell her we forgive her. Oh man. Oh man, I gotta pee. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. I should put like a little dot over there, but it looks like we're all staring at a dot on the wall. Remember when we used to do that? Hey, remember back in the day? We used to there was a dot on the ceiling, and what we used to do. This is how we got the live videos. This is the hack that we did. How we got the live videos to where it grew to a big audience is we found a dot on the ceiling, and what we would do is we turn the camera up to where it's pointed at that dot and zoomed in on it, and people just could not believe. They were like, why are people watching the dot? What is going on here? They just couldn't believe. And what it is this person can't believe this person's watching. This person can't believe this person's watching. And it just keeps going like that, and it builds and builds and builds, and before you know it, you got a bunch of people watching, and they're all watching the dot on the ceiling. It's hilarious, man. It freaking works. Anyway, so I got to get into this with Mr. Burgess. Greg Burgess said, oh, he said you saved my ass. Oh, never mind. He said, I can't believe you saw him. He was cool. Yeah, he was great, man. I like that guy a lot. He's still trucking. Trying to catch up with his missus. He said he married a Filipina. Okay. Go against this. Buy your tickets in advance as much as you can. Greg said she's here with me right now. Is she? Oh, man. The Filipina? I mean, your wife? The Filipino wife? Oh, that's amazing. Gilligan said, use Google Flights to find cheaters' dates. Write those dates down. Try those dates on every website you can. Use Google Flights to find cheaters' dates and then search those dates on other websites, all the others that you can. I'd like to know more about that. Okay, yeah. Check prices in stock market. Oh, check prices like it's a stock market, said Gilligan. Gilligan said Google Flights also has notifications that will email you price changes. Yeah, I've signed up for that before. Gilligan said Greg, very nice Filipina, are so sweet. Nice, patient, and beautiful. Robert Rom said, what are you doing for work now? Greg said, how difficult was it to get her over in USA? I mean, Gilligan. God. Gilligan said, cheapest, not cheaters. Oh, use Google Maps to find the cheapest dates and then search for those same dates on other websites to see if you can get them cheaper. I see what he means. Greg Burgess says, we've been married for 2 years now. Okay. All right. So I remember back in the day that you were flying over there to the Philippines to meet this girl. And it was about, I want to say it was about the same time you bought that electric motorcycle, that electric dirt bike. And is that the same girl that you married, that you ended up marrying? If so, then I remember that girl. I mean, I remember that back then. We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have the world famous Greg Burgess on the show. Hey, but Gilligan said, where in the Philippines is she from? Something tells me I should be using StreamYard where I could, highlight the comments. I don't know how well you guys can see them. You probably can, though. I don't know. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not drinking tonight. Just these things. I really don't think they have alcohol in them because I've had about 50 of them. And I can't tell what I'm drinking anyway. Greg Burgess said, unknown user, very difficult. Unknown user is Gilligan from way back. Gilligan. He's Gilligan, yeah. He said it was very difficult. Greg, you mean it was very difficult to get your wife over here from the Philippines? I've heard that it is, though, actually. Yeah. Gilligan said, yeah, I heard it's difficult and expensive. I have to, yeah. It's me. He said, what are you driving for? I'm not. Yeah. Uh, anyway, so he says it was expensive, and guess what? I have heard that it is. That's the same girl you were with way back then when you bought that electric motorcycle. The reason I remember the electric motorcycle, it was a dirt bike, and it's like one of the first ever made, you know. And I know it was fast because I've heard those things are super freaking fast. So I think they tried to ban them at one point. I think it was made the bike was made by what's that company over in freaking Maumelle, Arkansas? God dang, man. Oh shit. Boy, I'm really digging into my brain cells now. Um, Gilligan said, sucks a person can't bring their wife to the USA, but it's okay for some random person to cross the Mexican border. Yeah. You're welcome to America, you know. Greg Burgess said she's from a little village of Lupon in Mindanao. Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Greg said she's from a little village of Lupon in Mindanao. You know, okay, here's the thing. You guys know that Mindanao is the one island, that's the southernmost island of the Philippines. That's the one that has the travel alert. And it's had the travel alert for like a couple of years, as far as I know. I mean, the United States government says don't go there. That's the most dangerous island. Shoot. Just imagine if he'd have followed that travel alert and hadn't gone there. He'd have never met her. Gilligan said, oh, in the Philippines, they have a nice bike, Yamaha XYZ 125, only 1600, brand new in the Philippines. Gilligan said, yeah, I heard very dangerous. Yeah, Mindanao, I've heard Mindanao, well, the federal government says it's freaking dangerous, you know. Greg said, it was made by Churon. It would do about 50 miles an hour and do about 20 miles. Oh, that electric bike he bought. Gilligan says Sulu is the only place more dangerous. I've never heard of Sulu, but I've definitely heard of Mindanao, and I've definitely heard that the United States has a travel ban on Mindanao. If you're not a United States citizen, it's not that you can't go there because they can't stop you, but they tell you don't go there. It's very dangerous. Yeah. Greg Burgess said that's right, Judd. Yeah, I mean, but I know another guy that went there. I met this guy named Darren one time that said he was going to Mindanao. And I'm like, why would you go to the most dangerous part, you know? The whole rest of the country is safe, but that one, I don't know. But he said it's great. He says it's not like they're saying. It's actually really great. But see, it's a good thing that you went because you wouldn't have met her, you know? I don't know, man. Yeah. Gilligan said, don't wear a t-shirt or a hat with American flag on it. Oh. Really? Is that a real thing, or are you just saying that? I mean, they really gotta... Yeah, well... Yeah, it could... Yeah, take you hostage, man. Yeah, yeah, in Mindanao. I guess they could. Yeah, because I think that's... in Mindanao, that's... what is it? It's terrorists down there or something? I don't know. Who knows? But Greg Burgess said there are certain parts he don't want to go to, but there are certain parts that are safe. He just don't want to go to the parts that aren't. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's like that everywhere, you know. Gilligan said most of the Philippines I found is very safe, more safe than a city in the USA. Yeah, everybody says that. Everybody agrees with that. Okay, the Philippines, yeah. I mean, very nice people. One of the safest places in the world. But for some reason, that southern island of Mindanao, federal government's had that travel ban on that island for a while. You know, yeah, I don't know. Greg Burgess said it's a big island. Only part of it is not safe. Yeah, I figure it's like that. Yeah, kind of like Colombia. Because there are parts of Colombia. I mean, you tell somebody you're going to Colombia, they freak out. Oh my God. Well, the whole country isn't bad, you know? It's like, and then again, the whole freaking city of Medellin. Well, I don't know. Well, I mean, it can be, but, well, I mean, it's parts of it that are bad. But if you're a bad person, if you're into bad stuff, it's all bad because they're looking to. Because who are they looking to? They're looking to do that to bad people, you know, not good people anyway. Greg Burgess said the Big Island only parts of it are not is not safe. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know, yeah, well, Grandpa Trucker's back. Everybody's gonna be singing from the rooftops. Greg said, "Got to go, boy. Glad I got to see you and chat for a minute. Yeah, I'm glad I saw you too. It's the first time I've talked to you in years, man. It's been years. It has been, yeah, because it was 8 years I started this YouTube channel. Yep, yeah, man. Glad to hear from you though. Glad that everything worked out with you and your wife too. Wow. I'm gonna grab another beer. I'll be right back. No, I'm gonna grab another beer. Gilligan, I'll be right back. All right. So I'm glad that Greg Burgess stopped in. That was really interesting. Haven't heard from him in a while, and I'm glad that he's doing well. He's a great guy. And Gilligan, our friend that he's a passport talker and he drives here in the United States for so many months, and he goes and he goes to the Philippines or Southeast Asia, but he says that it's starting to cause him problems with the company that he's driving for. That if he takes off more than 2 months, he has to rehire, has to restart his 401k, and now they may be kind of messing with him because since he's come back, they've cut out his miles. It seems maybe. Is that what the deal is, Gilligan? Gilligan said, "Hey Jay, I think last time we talked, you were starting a band. I think you were a guitarist and singer or something. Did you make any songs? How did that go?" Huh? That may have been really intoxicated. Hi, Gilligan said, "Yeah, that's true." Yeah, I think I probably already did all that. Greg said, I hope to see you again someday, old friend." Yeah, yeah, same here, man. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Yeah, great guy, man. Greg Burgess is great, man. Oh, saw, man. That's an all-American guy right there, man. He probably bought one of the first electric dirt bikes ever, and it was freaking crazy fast. I think they actually banned them, or they were thinking about banning them at one point. Cause I looked them up. I was gonna buy one, and then found out some stuff about they might ban them or something, cause they were so fast. Gilligan said, "Take care, stay safe, Greg." Greg's a great guy, man. He really is. Anyway, so Gilligan, you were talking about music. You said, did you ever start that band? Yeah, yeah, we did. Oh God. He said, Gilligan said, "I bought an electric bike for $300, shipped on Walmart website." What? Really? Was it a scooter or a bike? Hey, this is what the passport truckers are doing. They're ordering electric bikes from Walmart.com. He said, "Nice bike. I'm going to bring it on the road next time." Is it a scooter or an actual bike? Oh, it's like a bicycle. Oh, he said, "Yeah, online. Have to search for it on Walmart.com." Man, Walmart.com does have some pretty good deals. They do, yeah. I always get my tires off of there. I keep buying a better deal on tires, man. Huh? I think it's yeah. Oh yeah, it's Walmart.com. Look, I better think about that. Make sure it's not Amazon. Um, bike. Oh, folds up, can paddle it like a BMX, and it's electric. It's electric. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. I think I looked at them one time. Okay, so it's a bike that's electric that you can fold it and ride it like a BMX bike, or it transforms into an electric motorcycle. Yeah. Us 80s kids, we always say transform. Because it still blows our minds. Can't believe it. Okay, Gilligan's 11 miles range, goes 20 miles per hour, lots of fun. Yeah, I want to get something like that. Yeah, it'll really be great. Hey guys, I quit the vaping, man. I did. I quit the vaping. All two of you. Seriously, there's two people. No, okay, four. Alright, that's a big difference. Okay, so I quit the vaping. I'm just using pouches, guys. I'm just using pouches now because I have to admit that I was vaping for a while, and I went to go try to do some walking. Went to try to walk across this river bridge, and I was so short-winded I couldn't walk, man. I couldn't hardly walk. I said, I can't take it, man. I can't take this anymore. I gotta quit. I quit vaping, man. It had to be the vaping, right? So I quit vaping. 2 days later, I went back out there, had no problem. Had no problem walking. Had no problem walking after quitting the vaping for 2 days. Great Tom! Good stuff. Highly recommended. I know that's right. Hey, do they have that in the Philippines? Oh man, because I'm going to tell you something about. I'm going to tell you a couple of countries that have pretty much everything you want. Well, a couple of them you'd be like, no shit. Do they have? Do they? Yeah, that stuff is supposed to be indigenous over there, though. I mean, the trees are all a lot. If I remember right, the trees are like growing along the side of the road. You just grab some leaves. I want to say, well, I want to say if you'd asked some people, they probably would have. I don't know. Did you ask any people about it? Oh, they are very serious about something. Yeah, the Philippines are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's right. But it grows naturally over there, man, along the side of the roads and trails and stuff. You just grab leaves off the tree and stick them in your mouth and chew on them, and you'll be freaking woo! Better than a cup of coffee, I guarantee you. He said, I forgot the name is different there. Oh, Matragane speciosa. What do they call it? Yeah, I don't remember either. I forgot the name of it too. I mean, I forgot what they call it. Yeah. But anyway, I was gonna say, there's some other countries. There's some other countries like, well, Mexico and their pharmacies. You can get pretty much whatever you want in a Mexican pharmacy. But in Europe, okay, in Europe, Albania. Okay, I'm telling you, there's places over there, or the pharmacies. You walk in there, you want whatever you want. You just pay like $4, $5 for it. It's ridiculous. I mean, that's how they eliminate the drug problem, though. Okay, you want it? There you go. That's kind of there's. I mean, to them, they don't see the point in trying to stop you. Gilligan said it grows there. Oh yeah, name is different. Oh, Gilligan said now pot. You don't want to get caught. Oh God, I know you don't want to get caught with that or anything else. They lock you up and throw away the key. I know that's right. Yeah, you don't want to get caught with drugs in the Philippines. It's really bad. The Philippines does not play when it comes to drugs. Gilligan says some pharmacy, oh, some Philippines pharmacy is like that. Go to the small ones in a backside street. Yeah, you go to small ones that need the money, they'll just sell you whatever. Yeah. Well, I don't know, but I've had some people tell me if you go to certain European countries, walk into a pharmacy, tell them what you want, you're gonna get it. Yeah, they're gonna get it for you. You're gonna get it because they need the money so bad, but plus they don't see anything wrong with just selling you something. But in Mexico, a guy showed me a video the other day of he was walking around Mexico where all the pharmacies are. When you cross the border, you got all the pharmacies, and he was just showing what all. It was just everything, anything you could imagine. They had it all. Like even on old fashioned diet pills, stuff like that. God, they can't even prescribe that stuff here anymore. I don't think they can. Yeah. But anyway, interesting how different cultures handle things. And guess what? They'll handle it in a more liberal way. It won't have near the problems that we have with it. You know what I mean? Isn't that something? They'll handle it in a much more liberal way. They won't have near the problems that we have. God, we got people sleeping on the streets and stuff because they took something. Those people over there freaking sell the stuff, you know, and they just openly, and they don't have they don't have the same problems. What is the deal? Yeah. Lento Mentor. They're in a mess. It's in some countries right now. Yeah, they are. Gilligan's the USA is very strict. What do you mean though, Lento? Yeah, some countries are. There's got to be some countries you have to have. You gotta really think about it before you go over there. Don't just you gotta do your research. Don't just hop on a plane and fly over there. But I think we kind of most of us have an idea of what those countries are. Like for example, okay, like Greg Burgess was on here earlier. Said he met his wife in Mindanao, but the U.S. government says don't go there. It's too dangerous. And I know a couple of other YouTubers that do travel channels that said they were advised not to go there too. I know one that went and didn't have a problem, but then I know another guy, another trucker that takes off part of the year. He goes over there. He goes to Mindanao. Hasn't had a problem yet, but it's supposedly the most dangerous part of the Philippines to travel to. Yeah. Huh. Lento, some countries don't have a garbage collection, said Gilligan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. One guy told me that you know how they talk about Bali? They're talking Bali up, Bali, Indonesia. Like you gotta go to Bali, gotta go to Bali. It's everything, right? But man, he's like, yeah, you go and stay in one of them nice resorts, and you pay all that. Well, it's not expensive. It's super nice, but look out the freaking back window, or look around the back of the building. There's trash piled up. It smells like garbage. It's horrible. They're dumping trash in the freaking rivers and the streams. God, it's horrible, man. Yeah, I know. Gilligan said Indonesia has a lot of kratom. Yeah, it does. Yeah, man. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay, so that stuff. No, I don't want to kid you. That stuff is a miracle drug. A drug. It is a drug, right? It obviously is. It's an herb. It's an herb, but it has alkaloids in it that are real similar to your hard narcotics. Okay, but what people have used it for is to get off of on narcotics. It does work. Okay. Now the thing with it is you build up a tolerance to it. So there's three main strains of it: red, green, and white. Whichever one you're taking, you're gonna build up a tolerance to it. It's gonna get to where it doesn't work so well. You're gonna actually get sluggish and tired and run down. You have to switch to another one. You have to switch to one of the others for a while, or just quit it altogether. Because you have to ask yourself, what are you taking it for? Okay, you have to be taking something for a reason. Okay, once that is accomplished, you shouldn't be taking it anymore, really. Okay, but you know, I'm all about healing with herbs if you can. Holistic, I'm sure it's probably better than. Well, a lot of your pharmaceuticals come from freaking herbs anyway. They come from plants anyway, so like, a lot of, you know what, think about that. A lot of your pharmaceutical medicines come from plants anyway, you know? So, what are they talking about? They don't want you buying they want you to buy from them. Yeah. Anyway, God, I can tell you this. Here's another reason why I don't stay on the road anymore for long periods of time is the health. Because if I stay out there on that road and I drive for like a year straight, I gain so much freaking weight, man. From all the bad food, I feel terrible, man. Okay, but then when I come in off the road, okay, say if I only drive for like 4 months and I got a month or two off, I lose the weight. I don't gain so much weight, I lose it. And I feel so much better, man. Anyway, I don't think over the road is a good thing to be doing for a long time. I wish I'd have asked Greg Burgess what he was doing now. Um, Whatever it is, I'm sure it's a smart thing to do. Lento Mentor said they really do. It's a money racket. Yes, it is. Gilligan said exactly. That's why I think it's good to have time off. Yeah, because it's good for your health. Hey, you know what? Let me tell you this. Okay. Anytime I spent like 6, 7, 8, 9 months out there driving, let me tell you this. I can guarantee you this. I can go back and look at Google reviews that I left for restaurants and stores and stuff. My freaking brain my freaking mind. I just got so negative. Okay, I was trashing everything. I was just talking. I was going on those Google reviews and trashing everything that didn't please me and stuff like that. I was just in a bad mood because it stresses you out. It does. It stresses you out to be on the road. It does. Okay, it stresses you out to be on the road. That's rule number one. Okay, but also, it's just, I guess you just get tired of the bad freaking service you get out there too. It's not like you're getting 5-star service everywhere you go. But see, you're coming in contact with lots of more businesses, lots of more people than the average person does. You're spending a lot more money than the average person does. You're gonna have a lot more complaints than the average person does. you know. So that's another thing too. When I don't drive all year, I feel a whole lot better, man. I feel so much better. I can't do it all year. It just destroys me, man. It does. Gilligan said I've been bringing a rice cooker, make food in the truck, saves money, healthier, and cut the calories. Yeah, that's man. Hey, but I wonder what all you from cooking one of those things. I've wondered that before. Um, Oh man, this goes back for Gilligan. He said I stayed in the truck for 3 years, gained a lot of weight, but now I lost it. I was so out of shape at one point, getting tired of sore legs. If I walked, if I was parked far away from the check-in office and had to walk, I know that sucks, man. It does, man. It does. It sucks. Yeah. That's what I'm saying too. It's not good to stay out there too long. It's not, man. And who I really feel sorry for are those guys that think that they're gonna get in that truck and they're gonna drive that truck forever and ever and ever and ever and ever until they go to the nursing home. That's what they think. They're gonna get in that truck and they're gonna drive it forever and ever and ever and ever until they go to the nursing home. They're gonna go from the truck to the nursing home. Really? That's their life dream? To go from the truck to the nursing home? That is not good, man. That's not good. That depresses me to even think that people are doing that. And they are doing that, you know? It freaking sucks, man. That's not good for anyone. You have to get out and enjoy your life. You have to. Alright, Lento Mentor said, I've noticed not feeling well. It's the food. I think it's poison. It could be. Hey, let me show you something you gotta have. You gotta have this if you're over the road. Let me show you something. Because this kills food poisoning. Hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. Alright, check this out. You have to carry this if you drive over the road. You have to carry this. Milk thistle. You get milk thistle at Walmart or Walgreens. Milk thistle. Because okay, what do they give you for food poisoning? Milk thistle. What do they give you for snake bites? Milk thistle. Okay, you need that. You need that stuff. Okay, you need it because it repairs your liver and stuff, but it gets all the toxins out of your body. So if you're taking milk thistle every day, say two capsules a day, and you eat some food that's not really that great, it's not gonna make you near as sick as it does somebody that's not taking it. You know. But yeah, I've had food poisoning out there before too. It's not fun, man. But I read up on it and I found out that's what they give you for food poisoning. So I went and bought a bottle of it and I just started taking it every day, you know. It's good to have that. Gilligan said fast food will kill you. Boy, I know that's right. Gilligan said I'm much healthier making my own food. Don't have the diarrhea problems like I had. Or like you did. Yeah, I know, man. That stuff's not fun. When you're living life on the road, oh my gosh, that stuff takes a toll on you. Gilligan said this one time I couldn't hold it. No bathroom for miles. Pulled over, went behind the truck. I looked around, didn't see anyone, so I pulled away. Family pulls up an RV and a dog jumps in. Oh God, dang man. Oh man, that's messed up. Lento Mentor said LOL. That's funny though. It's funny but it's terrible because at the same time you realize yeah, that's why you don't spend too much time on the road, man. You gotta have time for yourself. You gotta enjoy your life. And let's face it, when it comes down to the debate between digital nomads and passport truckers. Okay, all right. Let's be realistic. If you became a digital nomad and you had an income coming in every month and you could travel all you want, well, that's great, right? The problem is the way they create these incomes. Most of the time it's social media, right? And it's not dependable. You're creating an income stream on someone else's platform. They can demonetize you at any time. and it can just dry up at any time, and then it fluctuates. One month you get views, next month you don't get as many, and you can't rely on it. Okay, so but with trucking, as a passport trucker, all you have to do is drive long enough to save back some money. Then you park that truck and hop a plane and you go have fun, and you know how much money you're gonna have to spend. Okay, when you go abroad and say you got 5 grand saved up, and okay, housing in this country is gonna cost me 500 a month. Food is gonna cost me maybe 1,000 a month. Booze and women, everything else gonna cost me maybe another 1,000. Okay, then all you have to think about is your freaking flight. Then you know how long you can stay. Stay a month or two, right? Okay, but if you're a digital nomad and you got money coming in from, say, a YouTube channel, or maybe it's TikTok or something like that, you have to make those videos every freaking day, right? You have to make those dang videos, keep them coming out, and you gotta always be worried. I hope this next video does as good as the last one, because what you're gonna end up eventually, you'll end up with a month where your income is way down. That's what happens to a lot of them, and they end up screwed up. As a matter of fact, there was a couple that was telling me yesterday that they ran into a girl that was in one of those countries. What country was it she was in? Nice looking girl too. That was playing the guitar and asking for money and saying, "Please help me get back to America. I got to get home." And so apparently she had a YouTube channel, was making money, and she was playing music. And I guess she got demonetized or something and didn't have the money to get home. God dang, that would be terrible, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Digital nomad versus passport trucker. Now, if she'd been a passport trucker and had money saved back to carry her through those months, she wouldn't have to worry about it. She would know when she needs to go back, right? Everything would be planned out. Hey, but you know what? There's other ways you can accomplish that too. You don't have to be a truck driver, because there was a friend of mine that texted me earlier and said, "Hey, you can do that same thing if you go get a medical assistant certificate. Sign up for one of those travel nursing things," because that's what he did. He became a medical assistant, taking a few months, and he said he can sign up for one of those travel nursing things and get $1,500-$1,700 a week, and he'll go to one of these other places. He'll travel to one of these other places and work as a medical assistant, and they pay him really good for that. Okay, and then I guess it's kind of the same way, right? And if you save the money back, after 6 months or so, you can take off and go where you want, do what you want. I like having the freedom like that. I like having that kind of freedom versus being tied to a job where you don't have any freedom. Oh God, jeez. I tell people all the time, because they say, "Oh, you trash the trucking industry." I do. You know why? Because there's no such rule number one. There's no such thing as a good trucking company. They're all trash. Okay, but it pays very good. It does pay very good. Okay, and you can make your own life with trucking. You can make your own life. What I mean by that is there's such a high demand for truck drivers that you can go out there and run for a few months, stack some money up, and go home if you want to your family. Spend the rest of the year with your family, a few months with it, whatever you want. There's tons of freaking jobs. You don't have to worry about the job. Don't worry about the company, because they're sure not worried about you, okay? Don't worry about them. There's tons of freaking jobs. Gilligan said, "Yeah, it looks like a lot of work making all those videos." It is. It is. Gilligan said, "You see Filipino P channel. Damn, her channel took off. She's doing good." Yes, she is. Yeah. She is, yeah. And one of them, hey, I asked Paul Old Dog about you. Uh, Paul in the Philippines. Man, I like that guy's channel. That's been a while back. That's probably been a year ago that I commented on one of his live videos and said, "Hey, I got a friend that's over there." And I said, "Yeah, I've been trying to get a hold of him to see how everything went." And he said, I said something about, "Oh, I'll ask around," or something like that. Hey, but also there was this guy, a big old heavy set guy on TikTok. I asked him one time too, but he just freaking ignored me, you know. He just freaking ignored me. I was like, butthole. Anyway, but I asked somebody else about you too one time. I said, yeah, I would like to find out from Gilligan how that went because he'd be the first person that I know that I could speak to again about it to find out how it actually went. Because most of the people that I know that's gone over and done that, I don't hear from them anymore. You know, I'm not sure what that's about. You know, yeah, I'm not sure if they just quit trucking or what. You know, I don't think they end up on the streets. I don't think that's the case. But anyway, yeah, yeah, Filipino Peace channel is great though, Gilligan. She provides a lot of good insight. Gilligan said, maybe they never come back to the USA. I know. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. It might be what they're doing. They get over there and they don't come back. But how the heck do they make a living over there, though? Hey, but you have to admit, though, you have to admit, Gilligan said it's that much fun over there. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. For these guys that don't have any bills, they don't have any obligations, okay? Do you know how easy it is to get unemployment off of a trucking company? Because they don't ever answer their mail, okay? So if you leave a trucking company and you go file for unemployment office sends them a letter in the mail. They don't even pick that stuff up, okay? So you're gonna get your unemployment. All they have to do is get over there and then decide they don't want to come back and go file for freaking unemployment and do it on their phone. Shit, man. Because everything's online now. It's possible they're doing stuff like that. I don't know. But there's some way that a lot of people are not working. I don't understand how they're doing it. But there's a lot of people in America that are not working right now. We know they're not. Don't know what they're doing, you know. Gilligan said, I'm always sad on the flight back. Ha ha, that's me, no obligations. Hey, so let me ask you, so when you fly to the Philippines, okay, now I don't know what part of the country you're from, but do you fly out of LAX? And how long are your flights? What are you normally, and if you don't mind me asking, what are you normally paying for your flight over there? Are you getting round trip or one way? How are you doing that? No, I asked for a reason because I've looked at flights. He said, Gilligan said better use a VPN. If they did that, they check your computer location. They check your computer location, so use a VPN. Okay, yeah, that's good advice. Use a VPN. He said Rochester, New York to Manila, Philippines. Really? Because the reason I asked, he said round trip. Just found a ticket for $1,000. Japan Airlines. Are you kidding me? Okay, the reason I'm asking is because a lot of those other YouTubers that are over there talk about flying from LAX to the Philippines. I've looked at those flights. I'm like, $3,500 round trip? Are you kidding me? No, I'm not doing that. So I've been looking at now. There was one couple that's a YouTube travel couple that I'm friends with, Justin and Alina. They said to go to Singapore. They said fly to Singapore first, and then fly from Singapore to the Philippines. Okay, or like Bangkok and in the Philippines. But you can get a really big discount that way. But here's the thing, I never thought about freaking New York. Okay, round trip, just round ticket for $1,000. Gilligan said Rochester to Chicago to Japan to Manila. Uh-oh. Okay. Rochester, New York to Chicago to Japan to Manila. Then why couldn't you just? Yeah, see, you would think you just fly out of Chicago then to Japan and Manila, but that may not be the case. See, if you look at Chicago, it might actually be, it may end up being more money. That is so strange that it works that way. It's so strange. Josh Button said, "Good evening, Drip. What's up, Josh? Hey, Josh, we're on here. We're on here with Trucker Gilligan. He's a passport trucker. He drives a truck over here in the United States for a few months. Then he goes over to the Philippines and enjoys his life. Okay, and we've had some people on here that are other people that are doing it, and he's telling us how to get really cheap flights over there. Some stuff I had never thought of before. Um, Gilligan said that's 2,000 plus ticket in Japan Airlines is the best as far as as far as I'm concerned. Blanket, pillow, hot towels, wipe your face, hands, great food, all you can drink. Most flights are like I mentioned, multiple stops. Okay, so here's the thing. So here's how Gilligan is getting his flight so cheap. Hey Josh, might want to make a note of this. Okay, so here's how he's getting his flight so cheap. Because when I'm looking at these flights, like all these other YouTubers are saying, fly out of LAX, and it's like $3,500. It's ridiculous. He is saying you fly from Rochester you get a ticket. It goes from Rochester to Chicago to Japan to Manila, Philippines. $1,000, and it's multiple stops. He said, uh, okay. He said, but that can be good. My return flight is 18-hour layover in Japan, so perfect. I'll explore Japan for the day. Yeah, you get an 18-hour layover in Japan. Heck yeah, man. Go explore Japan for a little while. That's interesting. Because most people say fly out of LAX because they got those flights going over there and they claim they're the cheapest. Yeah, I didn't think they were the cheapest because I looked at them before and they're like $3,500. And I'm like, what the hell, man? I'm not paying $3,500. Gilligan said 24 hours here to there total time. Oh, 26 hours. Yeah, that's about right, man. That's about right. Andy, hi Jed, you going to the Philippines? Yeah, eventually. Josh said flying out of LAX is probably about to get more expensive if the governor here has anything to do with it. I'm sure it probably will. Yeah. Did you see that big old hotel he built for the homeless people? Gosh, it's freaking lavish, boy. Each freaking hotel room is like a condo that costs $600,000 to build. The outside area is beautiful. It's freaking amazing, man. Courtyard, pool, everything. He's treating those freaking homeless. He's doing it for them, though. He's doing it for them like he said he was gonna do. It's crazy what he's doing. I don't know. I'm glad they're doing something with them, but what about the rest of the community that looks at how they live and go, boy, they're living better than I am. Maybe I shouldn't be working a job. That's nuts, man, that he's spending that much money on them, though. Gilligan said, my return flight is longer but works for me. He said, in Japan, you pay $5 and they give you a day pass visa. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's great, man. Yeah, I wondered about that. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if what like Andy said that I mean Josh said that some of the problem is LA itself, LAX and California. They're the ones raising the prices. Maybe they are, you know. I never thought of that. Andy said, "Cool, Jed. Cool deal, Jed." Thanks, Andy. Gilligan said, "California wants to pass a law. All cars have to be made so the horn honks when passing a car that's speeding." Gosh dang, man. Well, I got something to say about that. I've had a couple of those Freightliner trucks that honk the horn, you know, when you put on your blinker. Not good. Not good, because the people next to you think you're honking the horn at them and they start flipping you off, pulling guns on you, cutting you off, road raging. Not good. Not good at all. Josh said, it is needed, though, especially this summer with a statewide average temperature is 95. Yeah, you know what? For whatever's to be said about Gavin Newsom, I know he's a liberal Democrat, and I'm not a liberal Democrat. I wouldn't consider myself one. Probably not, you know. But okay, he got them off the streets. Is he not? He's putting them in housing. Is he not? And he's in the housing he's putting them in. It's freaking expensive. They're living like kings right now. They're feeding them. He's legalized drugs pretty much. Not legalized it, but decriminalized it. Shit, California's not freaking too bad anymore. Except, well, I don't know. The high taxes, though, man. The freaking, I can't get past the taxes. I did notice this. Now, the reason I say all that, really, is to say that the last time I went out there, I went to Oakland and San Francisco, and I walked around out there, and I didn't have a problem. I walked around in the city, man. I went and got beer. I drank beer and walked around the freaking city, man. I went to Trudeau's favorite place. Justin Trudeau has a place out there he loves to go to get tuna tartar. Okay. I went to his favorite place out there. Sat in there, got tuna tartar. No, I couldn't get tuna tartar. That's right, they were out of it that night. Okay, thank you, Trudeau, for buying up all the tuna tartar. But anyway, so I sat there at that bar, and I was the only one there. And I asked the bartender, what's going on in the city? Nobody's drinking in this city. There's nobody at the bars. There's no riff-raff anymore. It's kind of getting boring. And he goes, well, because they did criminalize drugs. So people don't want to drink anymore. What? What? I couldn't believe it. That blew my mind. I'm like, you know what? I think you're right. Give people an option. They're not going to choose alcohol. I think he's right. Anyway, Josh said it is needed. It's 95. Gilligan said they come up with some stupid stuff. Boy, they do. They do, man. 55 miles an hour does not make sense to me. Gilligan said fast food workers get $20 an hour. My food came to $15.14. I gave him a $20 bill. Go to give him 14 cents. Says, sorry, sir. I already put it in the computer. Couldn't give me the change. That's California for you, man. You either pay with exact changes, you're not getting any. Freaking California, man. California is one wacky state, man. It is, yeah. It's like, you look at it, and you're like, what? I don't get it, you know? I'm sorry, Mr. California. I don't understand your state at all, okay? But then you sit back and you're hearing all the news and all this stuff, and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's working, it makes sense. But then you go out there and you experience something really strange, and you're like, you're back to, I don't get this, I don't get it again. No, I don't get it at all. No. Yeah, because there's some stuff they do, just freaking what, you know? I got pulled over one time for driving down this highway in California, And the cop asked me, "Are you going to one of these businesses here on this highway?" I said, "No, I'm going to the freeway." Then what do you do? He says, "Then what are you doing on this highway?" I said, "I'm going to the freeway." And he goes, "But you're not supposed to be on this highway unless you're going to one of these businesses on the highway." I said, "What?" I said, "This is America. What are you telling me?" I said, "There's no sign anywhere that says you can't be on this highway unless you're going to one of these businesses on the highway." He goes, "It's implied. It's a state law." I said, "This makes no freaking sense, man." I said, "Whatever the hell you're trying to do, you just do it, because I have a feeling I'm going to see you in court." And he looks around my truck and all that. He's like, "You know what? You really never heard of that?" And I said, "No." He goes, "Really?" He told me, he said, "You cannot in California just drive down the highway like that." And he scolded me a little bit, not real bad. He was just trying to let me know that this is a real thing. He didn't just pull me over for no reason. This is a big deal in California. You don't drive down the highway in California unless you're going somewhere on that highway. And I'm like, what the F? I've never heard of anything like this. I said, "Okay, well, I won't do it again, whatever I did wrong." And so he gives me my license and everything back and says, "Have a good day." I couldn't believe it. I was blown away. I was like, what the hell, this guy? God. Gilligan said, "How sad it." I just said, "Okay, didn't get mad." Oh, he's talking about that you gave him a $20 bill and they didn't give him any change. He said, "But now they are laying off a lot of workers and cashier. You scan all your items yourself. When I was there last year, it wasn't like that, but now I'm seeing it in many places." Yeah, the self checkout thing. Walmart's doing away with it. Andy said, "Starting to feel like foreigner in my own country." Me too, man. Hey, Walmart's doing away with the self checkouts. As a matter of fact, they're going to make people pay a monthly fee to use them. It's like $39.99 a month, or it may not be that much, but they found that it's really screwing their business up. It's really messing Walmart up to have self checkouts. They're losing so much money. They're hemorrhaging money. Here's what Walmart has learned over the years. Amazon, you can take note of this. The more technology that Walmart has instituted into their retail stores, the less they've made, the less profitable they've become. That's true. Okay. So for all of these techno nuts, and I'm a techno nut too. I love technology, but there are some places where it don't work. Okay. The more technology that Walmart has instituted into the retail stores, the less profitable they have become. What does that tell you? Self checkouts, robots, all that shit needs to go out the window, and they're fixing to throw that shit out the window. They're fixing to be done with it because they're going to charge people a monthly fee to have to use the self checkouts and stuff. They're trying to get rid of them and bring all the cashiers back and all that because it don't work. It does not work. They can't figure out a way to make it work. For some reason, humans need human involvement when there's a transaction involved. Okay, let me see if I can make this make sense to you. A human works 40 or 50 hours or 60 or 70 hours a week to earn his paycheck, right? When this human goes to give you their money, okay, to purchase a product or service, they really like the products and services they purchase that have another human on the other end right there, right? In the transaction. They like those. But the ones where there are no humans involved, they hate those. The humans hate transactions that don't involve other humans. So that's the truth. They don't like it. The humans do not like to give their money to a robot or a machine. They like to give it to another human. I don't know. It's psychology, I guess. I don't think they'll ever get over it either. They haven't yet. Walmart's been trying to do this for how many years? And it's getting worse and worse every year. So that's why they're getting rid of them. Okay, so Gilligan said the only thing I like about California is I think they let you park your truck wherever as long as it's out of the way. Yeah, 'cause they got people parking RVs on the side of the road and stuff. Yeah, that's a big deal out there. You can go buy an RV and rent it to somebody to park on the side of the road. And you can make a bunch of money doing that. But if it ever gets towed, you get stuck with the bill. But they don't tow them. Everybody knows they don't tow them. But what if they start towing them? You know. Okay, Gilligan's the first few times I used to scan self checkout, I didn't realize I didn't pay for the items until I got to the rest stop. Yeah, that happens to people. Gilligan said, yeah, I prefer buy from a person. Yeah, everybody does, and apparently that's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing in retail. Maybe it's a thing in every business situation. I don't know. But for some reason, Walmart has found out when a human being transacts with another human being, when they transact money, they prefer another human being to be involved. Okay, if it's not another human being involved, they hate that. They hate that transaction. They don't want to do it again. Okay, they don't want to. They really don't want to go back there again. Okay, let's say you got a store that's all self checkout. Okay, and a person might go in there and buy from you one time. They're not going to come back. Most people will not come back. Don't know why. It's psychology. Andy said, are you still driving big trucks there? No. Ooh, they cut that out. YouTube cut that question out, Andy. Yeah, they said don't answer that question. Okay. I guess that's too much information. Anyway, but no, I'm not. I only work certain times of the year, man. I'm not giving another trucking company all my summer. Um, Gilligan said, plus I need the person to get in my way of my scale ticket. Andy said, what did they do? It was just a round circle on the screen that said pause and it said don't answer that question. Okay. YouTube's doing some weird stuff, man. And when I went to upload that video earlier, they made me change my channel name back to what it was before. They did, yeah. They had delisted all my videos until I changed my channel name back. Well, you know why? Because YouTube needs Dread Power Trucker back. They need me back. I don't know. I guess maybe they think it's personal information. Maybe they think they don't want me giving you personal information or something. I don't know. They're getting real strict on that stuff. Because, the FBI is watching all this stuff. Hey, there's an FBI report that came out the other day about trucking. Man, it's bad. It's not good. I'm going to have to share that with you guys in a video. Okay, this video is about digital nomads and passport truckers, but the next video might be about that FBI report that came out. It's pretty freaking serious. You guys need to see that. Don't miss that video. I'm going to make a video about it. I have to, man. I have to. It's freaking alarming, man. It's alarming. And it's those mega carriers and those recruiters that did it. They screwed trucking bad, man. It's so bad right now that the federal government might just shut them all down and say, the hell with it, it's too screwed up, because they're finding so many people working out there in those trucking companies that, man, should not be out there, they're screwed up, they're screwed up, Gilligan said, I've been getting a lot of heavy loads, have to move the fifth wheel, make sure less than half tank fuel, DEF, reefer, just to make weight. I know, that sucks, man. I don't like that. I don't like doing loads like that, man. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. The last company I drove for was like that. I'll be right back. Hey, Andy, I'll answer your question. Just a second. I'll tell you what I'm doing. Hold on. Man, you guys, YouTube's getting freaking strict, isn't it, man? Hey, they're cracking down, man. What it is? I know what it is, guys. I already know what it is. YouTube is getting ready for the takedown. You guys know what I'm talking about? They're getting ready for the takedown. They're gonna take all the others down. They're gonna wrestle them down to the ground, man. They're gonna mess them up. And they needed me to come back and change my channel back to what it used to be and get ready to kick some ass. Because we're fixing to help them up. That's what they said. Anyway, so I'll hold on just a second. But anyway, so in my spit bottle, oh god. Anyway, so let's go back to what we were talking about before. Oh yeah, so Gilligan is heavy loads Andy in the question. Gilligan said it's 287, 286, 191, all state routes. His load, yeah, that sucks. Andy said I know. Gilligan said 285. Okay, anyway, so alright. So I work for the government. I do. I work for the government now, but we're off during the summer and we're off during the winter. I know it sounds silly, right? But we are. Okay. We're off. We only work like 4 months at a time, and then we're off. We don't and that's the way it should be. Okay, that's why I say if the government works that way, that's how trucking should work. That's how all trucking jobs should work. If they want you to work your butt off like that, day in and day out, then you shouldn't work more than 3 or 4 months without at least a month off. That's what we do. Okay, like we work 4 months, we're off 3 months. We turn around, come back, work like 3 months, off 1 month. Dude, we don't ever work more than 4 months without at least a month off. Okay, so I mean, we'll get more into that in the future. Okay, when we're going to talk more about this passport trucking thing, and I'm going to try to create a way, because YouTube will have a fit if I did that on here. We can't do it on here. Well, I'm going to try to create a way to where we can talk more about that stuff, because YouTube doesn't. No, I understand why they do it, but they don't want us giving out personal information and stuff like that. But what I might do is create like an email list, and then you can click the link, sign up for the email list, and then if you're interested at working where I work or someplace like where he works, I'm not even sure which company he works for yet. I don't want him saying yet because I don't want to get him in trouble. And then there's a couple other people that I know that's doing what he's doing, and their companies are letting them do it. Then maybe if you're interested in doing what we do, you can go to one of those companies, and don't have to work the whole year like a freaking slave, You get out there and enjoy yourself, have a good time, and still make a good living. And that's what life is supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about slaving away every single day of your life and not enjoying yourself, You have to live your life. Alright. So Gilligan said the load he has for tomorrow is 44,000 pounds. Hey, let me tell you something, man. Trucking companies and dispatchers, they think that when they give you a heavy load like that, they think it's no different from. They don't think any difference between. They don't think there's any difference between a 44,000 pound load and a 25,000 pound load. I really think that because they don't understand that puts you through a lot more stress. If you're going through mountains and stuff like that, they don't seem to think anything about it. But when you're a driver, it puts you through a lot more stress because where does the stress come from in trucking? The stress comes from being a defensive driver, okay, and you got all the other drivers on the road. You have to constantly make decisions. They used to say, as an over the road truck driver, you make 10,000 decisions a day, and every decision has to be right. Okay, the average person doesn't even know what that's like. Okay, 10,000 decisions a day, and every decision has to be perfectly right, or somebody gets creamed, or you run over somebody. Okay, so a 44,000 pound load adds to the decisions you have to make because you have to decide, what speed to go up hills and down hills, when to downshift, and all. Okay, the automatic doesn't make it easier, except downhill. Downhill, you better have that jake brake turned all the way up. Okay, but I don't know, man. They just a lot of companies and dispatchers don't seem to understand there's a difference. And so to me, the way I used to look at it, when they gave me every load over 40,000 pounds for like a week or two straight, that's disrespectful to me, man. Because I mean, I know they need to make money, but hey, don't they need to keep a driver too? You know, they don't care. Well, you know, Gilligan said, yeah, when I scale out only 300 pounds to spare at 79.7, yeah, you can't even fill up on fuel then. God dang, man. I know. I've had something like that. I don't like that stuff at all, man. I don't like doing loads that are that heavy. It sucks. It really does. Yeah, that just takes the fun out of it. I mean, it has to happen at some point, but it shouldn't be every load. Andy said, Dread versus the Bush beer. Well, where's my freaking check from Bush? That's what I want to know. Where's my check, you guys? Okay, weren't you guys supposed to pay me for drinking Bush Light beer in every video? Where's my check? Oh, no. No, you know what? I'm kidding. I quit drinking. No, I did. I quit drinking these things. Apparently, they have no alcohol in them because I've been drinking I've been drinking them all freaking day, and I can't tell that I have. Yeah, man. Yeah, it gets you frustrated to go again. No, Andy, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I got to burn out on them. Gilligan said, I'm only getting heavy loads. Yeah, that sucks. Andy said, over 46,000 gets hard to scale out. It is difficult, very difficult. And with some trucks, you have to slide your fifth wheel, and you're still probably not going to get it right. Probably not. Uh, yeah, Gilligan said, makes me wonder if they're mad at me. So my truck has APU, couldn't carry 46,000. 0% alcohol, to Andy. Yeah. Uh, Gilligan said, driving a Kenworth T680. Yeah, well, there's some of those trucks you cannot scale like that. To that heavy. Some of them you can't. Because they're either heavy on the front or they'll be heavy on the drives. Just not possible. And then sliding that fifth wheel, you shouldn't have to do that, man. You shouldn't even have to do that. Most of the time, if you're going to have to slide that fifth wheel, it's going to have to go to a shop and be slid by a shop. Because it's not easy to slide them. It's very hard. Very difficult. Not something anyone should ever have to do. Here's the thing. If you're having to slide your fifth wheel, that company needs to find another load. That's the bottom line, right? I'm not hauling this shit. You need to get me another load. Or they need to take some off the freaking trailer. Hey, you know what? I pissed a couple. I gotta be careful about saying stuff like that. But I peed a couple of the last companies off I worked for by doing that. Because I told them, I said, hey, I've scaled this load 4 or 5 times. I'm not an idiot. I know how to scale a load. I can't get it right. They're going to take some freight off the trailer. I'm not going to spend all day and night. And they'd be mad at me. Oh, you SOB. Cuss me all you want. I'm telling you flat out. I can't spend all day on this load. So they're going to have to just take some freight off. I know they want to cram this trailer full of freight, but I also have to make a living and get down the road, okay? If they want the load hauled, they got to take some freight off of it. I have done that more than once. You got to look out for yourself. Uh, yeah, Gilligan said I used to never have to use the fifth wheel. I don't know. I wonder if it's the state of trucking at this point. Is just the whole trucking industry just going to crap? I don't know, man. Penske was saying the other night that he was getting a bad deal. Where he's at. Gilligan said, yeah, exactly. They get mad and don't think how frustrated it is for us to sit all day and not get paid. I know. Hey, and then they want to say, oh, we paid attention pay. That don't amount to anything, even if you actually get it. A lot of companies aren't even paying it anymore. And then, because you want to be moving because that's how you make your money. John Garden Show said, yo, is that John Gross? Trump Auto in the house. Andy said, I actually went back to the shipper, shoved them my scales ticket, so they had to take some off. I've made them do that before a bunch of times. And it makes them mad, but hey, you know what? They should have overloaded you. You know, they knew that was a possibility. Well, what they think is they think they'll just run it anyway. You'll get the ticket. Their freight will get hauled. They don't care. So you have to look out for yourself. You have to go back and say, no, take some of this freight off this trailer because it's overweight. You know. Gilligan said, my first load back with the company, it was over 80,000 pounds. It was Friday night. They closed by the time I got back. Closed all weekend, and Monday was a holiday and closed too. They've done that to me too. They have, yep. And I have sat on loads all weekend like that too. I have. Oh gosh. It sucks. Because what they think is they think that if they close on you, you'll just run the load anyway. And but you get down the road, you get a ticket, it's on you. You know, and that company's gonna lie and they're gonna say, oh, we told him not to run that load. Man, you can't trust them. That's why I say rule number one, never trust a trucking company, man. They are all dirtbags, all of them. They're all criminals. So don't let them do it to you. Always stand your ground. Don't let them do that to you. You know. Gilligan said, my first load, okay, Lento Mentor said there's a lot of companies canceling contracts with carriers to renegotiate pricing. They probably need to do that. Death Trap said, what's up, Death Trap? Auto in the house. See, we knew who that was. It was John Gross. Andy said, you are right, Death. We got the world famous John Gross in the house. He said, I am here with you, the man. All right. John Gross in the house. I knew that's who it was. Death Trap Auto in the house. Hey, we need X-Lady in here, right? Oh, man. I think she got mad at me or something. Because I didn't answer her fast enough. There were 3 people that commented on that video that one night. But I was talking to somebody on the phone. I saw their comments. I was like, I got to come back to it. So then I came back to it, and she had deleted. Yeah, I'm like, God. Freaking so, what the hell, man? Like, why would you do that? If she doesn't get my attention immediately, she gets angry. Right? She's like, if you're not going to pay me some attention right now, then I'll just take my comment away. I guess. I don't know. We love you, X-Lady, though. Messed up. That's messed up. Yeah, so, I'm surprised she's not on here. She's probably watching. Yeah. Yeah, so hey, you got your smoking clothes on, Death Trap? Hey, get this, Death Trap. So Gilligan is a passport trucker. He drives a truck. He drives a truck in America for a few months. Then he goes to the Philippines. Yeah. Goes to the Philippines. That's really cool. I like that idea, man. Break up the monotony of the road. Okay? Get the hell out of America sometimes, you know. That's got to be good to do that. Because this country is a freaking basket case right now. Yeah, some would say it has been for a while. No, I'm not, Deathtrap. He said, I am here. X-Lady, where? I know. Where's X-Lady? Where you at, X-Lady? We know you're watching. Gilligan said, load of had, load just this weekend got to the place. They didn't give me the confirmation number I needed. Was closed Saturday and all weekend. Boy, they are sticking it to you then, man. Hey, you know what? I have a question. Have they changed? Have they switched you to a different dispatcher or something since you came back from being abroad? Because that just sounds like you have a dispatcher that doesn't know what they're doing. Because that stuff sounds like the dispatcher's not doing their job. Because it's one thing to have the load on the load board. It's another thing, to accept the load off the load board. But it's another thing for that dispatcher to call and make sure what the heck you're picking up, right? That it's actually a good load for you to be picking up. Sounds like your dispatcher's not doing that stuff, not doing the due diligence stuff. Death Trap Auto said, "No smoking clothes. I am working." Oh man, he's playing tonight. Davenport family said, "Message retracted." What? What does that mean? What? Okay. Okay. Well, whatever then. Gilligan said, "Wake up, drink a Red Horse beer, and walk down the street." That sounds good. Sounds good if you're in the Philippines. Um, yeah. Death Trap said, "Did you see Biden with the Macron in Paris?" Yeah, I saw that. I saw him squat down and his britches. I saw that. Yeah. God, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I can't believe he actually did it. I thought it was just a joke, man. Gilligan said, "You can buy a beer. They open it for you in the grocery store. Walk out drinking it." In the Philippines. Passport truckers rule. This trap said, "Dread, what are you doing now, guy?" Nothing. He said, "Guy, what are you doing now?" Guy. Okay, yeah. Oh, Gilligan went back to the trucking company he was working for before he went to the Philippines. But since he's gone back to that company, they're kind of sticking it to him, man. Yeah, they are. Yeah, definitely seem like they're sticking it to him. Those dispatchers are jealous of him, I think, because he's going overseas. They're not liking this movement. Okay, so that's something to be considered. The trucking companies are not going to like the drivers doing this, but they don't have any choice because they need drivers so freaking bad they can't say no to it. So if you say I'm only willing to drive 3 or 4 months and I'm going to take a month off, go somewhere else, they can't do anything about it. They need drivers so freaking bad, man. But there's some companies that don't care. I know there was a couple of companies I drove for that did not care. There was one girl, this Russian girl I drove for, that she told me as long as you give me 2 weeks notice, you can take off 6 months if you want to. I don't care. Your job will be here when you get back. Didn't pay bad either. She paid good. It's one of them 1099 scams. Though, always trying to scam you. She never scammed me, but she scammed a bunch of others out of their money. Anyway, Death Trap said, "No, not that. I was looking at something and Macron turns around like, what is Biden looking at? It's too funny. Gets worse. And don't think there's going to be elections this year." Something like that. What? Are you serious? Is that what he said? Macron said that? Oh, God. Well, there's going to be elections. I don't know how they're going to get around having an election. I know they're trying to rig this shit, but you can only go so far with that stuff. Here's the problem. You can only go so far with that stuff. And you end up with the people who are voting. That's really just how history has proven to be, Yeah. the people want what the people want. If you keep denying them what they want, they don't. Okay, here's their idea. Oh well, they'll just leave. They'll just leave and go somewhere else. No, no, that's not what they do. They revolt first. Okay, and it ends in total destruction, and then they leave. That's what happens. Okay. Yeah, just chilling at home, guys. At Death Trap. Uh, Gilligan said, "Yeah, not one load has went smooth this month. I've had that issue with the company before. I have. Yeah, well, I have, man. And what did Andy say? He said, I watched your video, so on shitty loads, dread everything that happened to you did the same to me. They did the same to me. Yes, yeah, yeah. They're pretty screwed up. Hey, you know what? And it happens like that. But see, it's happening to Gilligan ever since he got back from the Philippines. It makes me wonder if they're messing with him, you know? Gilligan said they asked me to do a relay. Says the other guy was out of hours. I asked him, is the trailer okay? He said, yeah. Too heavy, 34,000 on the drives with one full a quarter tank of fuel. God dang, man. Don't take the load. I would just say don't take the freaking load. But then you're gonna sit there. Gilligan said in trailer. Oh, a quarter tank of fuel. Okay, in trailer. I got there before that was a drop. Uh, hook it and was blown airbags on the trailer. Blown air. Oh, had blown airbags. Oh God. Oh man, they screwed you, man, big time. Yeah, they screwed you big time, man. Because I bet you that driver told them it had blown airbags. Or maybe he didn't know. Maybe he just wasn't paying attention. But that's a lot of stuff to be going wrong in a short period of time. Gilligan, see, I think they're messing with me. Well, I'll say this: if they're not messing with you, they missed a good chance to be, because that's a lot of stuff to happen in a short period of time. Okay, so it does start to look like that. Yeah. Death Trap said, "I was glad to see you, Jess. We're glad to see you, Death Trap Auto." They said, "For everything holy, please don't block me." God dang. Yeah, we're not blocking you. Hey, back in the day, every time he'd comment, it would YouTube would like block his comments or something because of his name, you know, and he thought we were blocking him, which we were not. And so after a long period of time of this, I looked into it. I went and did the research, and I found out that name was blocked from the Google algorithm. My name was blocked. Poppy's name. There was a bunch of names that were blocked. So if someone like, for example, he was commenting on the videos, they were sometimes getting deleted. It wasn't that we were doing it; it was YouTube doing it. So I was like, oh, that's what it is. It's just that the name is blocked. Okay, but anyway, but I guess everything's fine now. Hey, get this, Death Trap. When I went to sign in to upload a video earlier, after uploading that video the other day, YouTube made me change the channel name back. They did, man. They had all my stuff delisted. I had to change my channel name back. Because they don't want that. They thought they wanted that, and now they say no. We want the full force. We want the big badass. We want the big badass dread to come back. Okay, so Gilligan said, was pissing out air. No way anyone would have known there is a problem. Wanted me to take it to TA for repair 18 miles away. Spraying air. Air never went higher than 90. Yeah, yeah, so, yeah, what he's talking about is he picked up a trailer. He relayed a trailer from another driver, and it had airbags leaking. He had to go get it fixed, you know? But every load he's done since he came back, I guess from the Philippines, has been screwed up like this. You know, But there are some companies that are just screwed up right now. They just don't have their stuff together, and it can also be the dispatcher. Andy said, "For what blocked?" I don't know. It's just because it's a negative connotation. They say it has a negative connotation to it. All right, so if somebody uses that name or something, um, it it can they sometimes get it confused with something negative the algorithm does, and it blocks it, even though there's nothing going on. Yeah, so there's just a list. There's a long list of words that are keywords that are blocked from the Google algorithm, and that's just some of them that are. Yeah, because they want everything to be on a positive side, not a negative side. But apparently they need me back. They need the Dread Poet Trucker back. That's right. They demanded I come back. We got two messages that are held for review. I wonder what they are. Want me to reveal them to you? Yeah, they could be on camera and they're not screwing with me. Hey, we got two messages that are held for review. You guys want me to reveal what they are? Let's start with number one. Let's start with the number one message that's held for review and see what it is. See who it is and what they said. You ready? I'm going to unblock them. Now, I didn't do it. YouTube did it. YouTube blocked two messages. YouTube blocked two messages, and I'm about to unblock them and see what it is. Oh, maybe somebody's threatening to whack us off again. Maybe they'll do it double fisted. Okay, let's see what it is. Number one. Oh, Death Trap. Death Trap Auto. God dang, man. I'm going to say show. See, they did it again. Number two. Let's see. Let's see if he's number two, because there's nothing wrong with that message. Number two, Death Trap Auto, going to be smoking a fatty. That's what he said. I'm going to say show the message. I don't... Oh, man, I can't believe that. Death Trap, they are blocking your messages because of your name. Yeah. Yeah, they did it again. Yeah, all he said was, "You the man," and he said, "I'm going to be smoking a fatty." Oh, well. Hey, at least it wasn't a threat or anything like that, but boy, they're cracking down, man. This technology is getting to where it's so advanced, you can't get away with anything on there anymore. You can't. It's impossible. They know who everybody is. Oh my God, it says another moderator just handled this. Hold on a second. Death Trap, I pushed, because it says show or hide, and I hit show on your message, and it popped up a little screen and said another moderator has already handled this. I don't know what's going on there. That is messed up. YouTube is on this video right now. Somebody from YouTube is on this video right now, moderating the comments, I guess. We're being hey, right? We're being good people. We've always been good people, but we've had some bad people in here before that were threatening and stuff like that, and threatening to whack us off with double fist. I don't know what the hell. It's just a bunch of dummies, But I mean, that hasn't happened in a while, Last I heard, they got whacked off with double fist. I don't know. Andy said, if you've seen Tube cancels people's channels for no reason, people that had 25,000 subs. Well, there normally is a reason, though. I mean, YouTube normally doesn't do stuff like that unless there's a reason for it. There normally has to be a pretty good reason for it, But now with him, it's just that channel name. That channel name is what it is. It's not him, it's the channel name. Because it's negative to some people. Some people, and here's the thing, well, I guess let's try to put it in perspective. Let's say a person comes on here and they're watching the video and they scroll through and they see his comment and they see his name. Oh, oh, it's, I don't know. You know, sensitive people, YouTube's trying to look out for everybody. Which I'm glad they're doing that. I'm glad, because I've had a couple emails before where somebody threatened me on a video, and they know who it is. They already know who it is. It's all been reported to the authorities, Because there's one thing you cannot run from, and that's Google. Google knows who everybody is. Even if you're using a fake profile. Hey, you can be using a fake profile, using a freaking VPN, and they still know who you are. They still know, Because people don't realize if you're using the same damn device, every time you log on, they're gonna match it up. Okay? They know who you are. Okay? People are dumb, man. Alright, so anyway, I'm not trying to tell anyone how to get away with anything because there really is no way to get away with anything anymore. Blockchain stopped that, man. Blockchain made it to where you can't get away with anymore. Gilligan said, haha, I just found flour tortillas from last year when I went trucking, packed under my stuff, no mold. I don't think I would eat them. I would not eat them. Gilligan said, had a person on YouTube said they were going to blow up my house. Yeah. I know. That's just how they are, man. Hey, but that's why we got to get into. A friend of mine sent me a report from a government agency about trucking, and I don't want to get into it in this video. We'll get into it in probably the next video. And I don't really like bouncing around with my content, but then again, I don't care anymore because I'm not sitting here focusing on how much money can I make. No, I'm not doing that. I haven't done that in a long time. Okay, hey, when I was with Swift, I was thinking how much money can I make off these videos because I wasn't making that much money. Okay, and I was trying to supplement my income, and I was trying to have fun with it too. And everybody was having a good time. It was fun. Okay, but I haven't thought about money, I haven't thought about using YouTube or videos for money in a long time. And I just try to have fun with it and try to stay in contact with my friends. As you can tell, the way the channel name changed, okay, when it went to the X's and the Dread and X, all that was to narrow the channel down to the friends who really meant something to me, the people who stood there all through all the bull crap. You guys were there through all the bull crap. You saw what it was like. You saw me take the channel down. The channel went from getting thousands and thousands of views down to getting barely any views. That was on purpose, really. Oh, and also, somebody commented something earlier about the music. Yeah, they were like, how come you didn't let that run its course? Well, because I wanted to be able to come back to the channel, and I wanted to be able to control it, and if it got carried away, I couldn't control it, okay? And there was a couple of times it looked like it was going to get carried away. There's a couple of those songs that started to take off like crazy. And I was okay with that, but then I was like, I don't want to get so carried away that I can't control it and come back to the channel. Because the reason is because I've had other YouTube channels before, and I have to admit, it's not real fun to me to start a new YouTube channel. It's not. I can do it. I've had 3 monetized YouTube channels. But but I gotta tell you this one. This was not my first YouTube channel. But guess what? It was my first monetized YouTube channel. It was. The other channels, two of the other channels that I had, did not become monetized until after this one became monetized. This channel is what caused those other two to become monetized. How did that happen? Because I took time off from this channel. And this is why I say you guys are so important. You guys are so important to not just me, of course you are to me, but you're also very important to YouTube. The reason you guys are so important is there were some of you guys that when I stopped making videos, you started, some of you guys started searching for me and searching for my videos online, and you found those other channels and started watching videos from those other channels. And that caused those videos, those two channels to become monetized. Now they've since been demonetized because I didn't do anything with them. But that's the power in friendship. Having friendship like this with people, man, is that when you find the people that matter to you, man, you can do anything. You know, because we can go anywhere with this channel right now. You saw what YouTube made me do, change the channel name back. You know, made me change the channel name back. They want me to come back. Alright? If I come back, I'm not coming back like a freaking sissy boy. I'm coming back like a freaking atom bomb. You understand? Okay, I just told you. Alright, so, anyway. But it's not going to be because I did it by myself. It's going to be because I had you guys. Yeah, but really, once you find your core audience, your friends, you know, that support you no matter what, you can go anywhere on here. You can go anywhere on here. You know. Okay, let's see what Andy said something and Gilligan said something. Hold on, let me go back and see what Gilligan said. Did they ban? Oh, they didn't ban him or anything. Talking about the guy that threatened to blow up his house. That's just, you know what? That's just putting yourself out there for public view. That's gonna happen, man. And we're gonna get into that. What probably the next video. The FBI has uncovered some stuff about people in trucking you wouldn't believe. It's terrible, man. They have, yeah. Some of these people out there driving them trucks are not right in the head. They're not. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't even be behind the wheel of any vehicle. Some of them. Some of them. I'll just say that much. Yeah. Gilligan said he would find you, and yeah, there are some out there doing that kind of stuff, man. Threatening everybody and all that, but they're hunting them down. They are hunting them down. Gilligan said it was on Facebook. Death Trap said, John said, John Garden Show. He changed it to, okay, I don't blame you. He said, I'm here to stay. Here to puff up pass. What about a drop shipping company online? Said Gilligan. I guess it could work. I don't know, man. It could. It could. I guess it could, yeah. John Garden said, slap it down. Gilligan said, and you just take orders. Another company handles shipping and has the inventory. Hey, here's what I've been hearing, though, about that. About the drop shipping stuff. It's blowing up on TikTok. TikTokers are making so much money off of TikTok Shop. I know YouTube probably don't want me talking about this. But here's the thing. YouTube can do the same thing. YouTube needs to copy what they did in a way. I mean, maybe not copy it to the T, because it can be done better, you know. But TikTok Shop has made some people a lot of money, man. It has. So, I helped a couple of girls over there to blow their channels up. Hold on a second. I helped a couple of girls over there blow their channels up. Wasn't difficult. It was actually easy. I know how to blow up a TikTok. Okay, make it big. But what they do is they simply come up with like an ebook or something that they sell for, I don't know, $10 or $20. It's really cheap, you know. And all the videos they make, like at the end of the video, they'll say, "Hey, click my link tree, you know, or my link, click my link in my bio, you know, to get my ebook, or whatever." Or maybe it's every other video or something. They don't have to sell many of those in a week to make a lot of money, you know. Oh yeah. Young said I have massive plans. I bet you do. He said, "Why are you not driving? I'm off for the summer. I don't drive in the summer." Vio chocolapa, Vio colapala, Vio colap, Vio colap. Said I have truckers that stop next door for the night every night. My question is, how off would it be to offer the trucker pizza? We ordered pizza and we got too much. Would it be strange? No, I don't think it would be strange. What do you guys think? He said he has truckers that stop next door every night. My question is, how off would it be to offer them pizza? We order pizza, we got too much. How strange would it be to offer them some pizza? I don't think it's strange at all. I think you might be helping somebody too. Because there's some of them drivers at some of them mega carriers that are living off of freaking, um, what do you call it, advances, and they're not doing too good, you know? Yeah, but yeah, I would be glad if you did it. Yeah, for me, or something like that. But I don't think it's strange. Yeah, might actually, if you have a pizza shop, it might help your business a lot. It might. Gilligan said, "My buddy thinks a good business idea is to make a toilet for trucks." You might be right about that, though. You might be right. Yeah. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Toilet for trucks might actually be a good idea. One that can be handled in a way, I don't know, a clean way or something, you know, easy and clean way. I don't know. Yeah, easy to clean or something. I don't know. Maybe it's a air up. You air it up. Remember the air up things that you used to put on you when you were a kid when you went swimming? Maybe an air up. Maybe an air up toilet. I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be a good idea there. Yeah, I like this passport trucker thing because um, most people think of trucking as just a monotonous job that goes on forever until you quit. And I really think the trucking companies think of it that way too, because they sure don't seem to have any loyalty to any of the drivers. And drivers really are not having, they're realizing you can't have any loyalty to a company either. And so, you know, if you have a goal you're working toward, you know, a target you're shooting at, doesn't that make things easier for you, you know, as far as getting yourself together and doing what you're supposed to do? I think it'd make the world a better place if truck drivers had something that they, some a goal to reach that wasn't just getting to the next mile, you know. Maybe that would uh, alleviate some of those problems they're having. Yeah. Because I know for me, I don't drive year round anymore. And it's just, I can't take it, man. It makes me negative and run down. I don't want to do it anymore. I just can't do it. I can't drive more in about 4 months. And I gotta have a month off or something like that, you know? Yeah. So this passport trucker thing is a really good idea. And then again, like I said, you know, the title of the video was weigh it out. Digital nomad versus passport trucker. Which would you rather be? Okay? You can spend thousands of dollars trying to build an online business so you can travel the world, and you may not ever even get there. You might just end up broke. But you go get your CDL license and spend a month or two in training. 6 months later, you can go travel the world because you got a lot of money saved. Because truck drivers make a lot of money. And then every 6 months or so, or every few months or so, you can go and travel, And you're always going to have a job if you got a CDL license. You're never going to be out of a job. Don't matter what's on your record or what. You're always going to have a good job. Yeah, because they'll hire anybody. Some of them will hire anybody. Workshop said, "I love and appreciate trucker. I grew up with that respect. You give a trucker a little room, makes all the difference to them. Never not got a honk and wave when I tried. We love you, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate you too. Yeah, we appreciate your work, bro. Yeah. So anyway, do you want to continue the video, Gilligan? Do we still have other viewers in here? Not very many. Well, we've never had very many anyway. we're not shooting for the moon. Yeah. I guess Good Fire Trucker's back. I guess he has to be back. What does that mean for the world? What does that mean for the trucking world? Uh-oh, they better look out. Anyway, so you got anything else to add, Gilligan? I might grab another beer. I mean, I don't know. Is it winding down? I don't want to keep everybody on here if it's winding down. Gilligan said, yeah, not all people appreciate truckers. That's true. And what Rexrop was asking was, I guess maybe he has a pizza joint, and he was saying the truckers park next door to his pizza place, and he wants to give them some free pizza. So he asked, was that weird to do that? No, not weird, not strange. It was actually very nice to do that. I would think it was nice. And that would help his business a lot. It would help his business because he would start to get a lot of business if he did that. Once they know you're there, they're going to spend money on you. Gilligan said, I was in Idaho. I pulled out. I guess I wasn't fast enough. He had to slow down. He passed me, put me on. Really? Was that a four-wheeler? We've all had that stuff happen, though. Not a big deal. You gotta. Well, they say you had to break a few eggs. Can't please everybody. Gilligan said traffic was spaced out. I would never have been able to get out. It wasn't a fast road. Yeah, well, that's just gonna happen. Don't worry about it. Come on, man. You didn't forget how to drive a truck while you were over in the Philippines, right? You know how to do it. Just do your thing. Don't worry about them. You can't worry about them. Guy in a pickup truck. Well, that happens. Yeah. Oh, was it a black pickup truck? Because there's a guy in a black pickup truck that's going around sabotaging trucks. From what I've heard, yeah. He said, it's okay, it didn't bother me. Yeah, you can't let stuff bother you out there, man. Can't let it bother you, man, because it's just how it is. Yeah. Oh, well. Hope everybody's having a good night. And I wanted to say that as far as digital nomad versus passport trucker, the digital nomad thing, if you can create a business online and do it pretty quickly without spending a lot of money, I would say yeah, do it. But if you're having a hard time doing it, maybe the online thing isn't what's right for you. Maybe a real thing is what's right for you. And driving a truck or doing something like that where you can work when you want and take off when you want, maybe that's the right thing for you. If you're watching and you're wanting to know about the digital nomad and the passport trucker thing, how I feel about it, I think the passport trucker thing is a much easier route to get out and travel the world and have a good time. I think so, you know. Yeah. Yeah, roundabouts are always fun on a truck. He said, no one wants to yield for us. Sounds good, said Gilligan. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I had to clear that up because there's going to be people who are going to watch the replay. And they're going to say, but I don't know. What's going on? Okay, you want to spend thousands of bucks paying these gurus, you know, trying to build an online business when you can just go drive for a few months and take off, you know? I think the driving is a much easier route to do it, you know. And all you have to do is think of it like this: you're only driving 3 or 4 months, and then you go take off, you know. Save back some money, go take off, enjoy your life, and then come back. Either your company hires you back or they don't. It don't matter because you can go on Indeed, and then the same day you'll have another driving job. It doesn't even matter. You know? Yeah. That's just how trucking works, man. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody that was on here tonight. Is John Gross not on here anymore? Okay, John Gross, the Garden Show. Garden Show. Andy and Gilligan and Alento and Greg Burgess was on here earlier. Awesome, dude, man. Josh Button, everybody, man. Twister Radio. I want to thank everybody that was on here tonight, and I think we're going to close it down because it's winding down, and I don't want people to feel like they're obligated to stay on here. Okay, so in the comments is what I want you to do, because this video is going to stay uploaded. In the comments, I want you to suggest to us what you want us to make next. Okay, if you want us to make some more videos about where these people are traveling to, how they're doing it, what are some of the companies they're driving for, we can't say specifically what company he drives for or that I drive for. That can cause a lot of problems, but we can give you kind of specific, you know, basic information about how to find these companies. God, you know what? You can easily do it. Just ask them. Just ask the companies. Okay, it's really easy. You don't have to hit us up. You can figure it out. Okay, but all right. So other than that, but there's also some information I want to put out there in the next video pertaining to what he was talking about people getting threatened and stuff, and you know, death threats and stuff like that. They're taking it seriously. They're hunting them down. They are definitely hunting those people down. Okay. Can't get away with anything anymore. They should have known that. These dummies are on YouTube, you know, talking trash and threatening people. But they forgot about algorithms and the blockchain and all that. You can't run from that stuff. So they're hunting them down. Okay, and they've got a bunch of them they're looking for. So anyway, maybe we'll be talking about that in the next video. There's several things I want to make videos about. Hope you guys will stay tuned. I might be a little rusty because I haven't made videos in quite a while, but we are back. It looks like YouTube is making me come back. You know, I guess it's probably best. Better for us, better for me, better for the world. Till next time, thanks for watching. Dread out! Did I forget how to end the video?